Alright guys, Dave here. This is basic training and we're going to walk through the wireless microphones that you would commonly use for an event in the worship space. To get the microphones, we save them all in this white cabinet back here in the corner of the booth. I apologize for the crazy mess. It is going to be either clean or messy. That's just the nature of how fast and hard we work around this church. The wireless drawer is right here. I'm going to pull this open. If you can't get this drawer open, make sure every other shelf is pushed in. This cabinet only allows you to pull one drawer or shelf out at a time so it doesn't tip over. The drawers are pretty clearly labeled, and what we're most concerned with are the handheld lapel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have 6 of the earset microphones that you can wear on your ear, and then we have 2 handheld microphones. If you're going for the handheld microphone, handhelds 1 and 2 are in here. There is only handheld 1. As of June 2015, Celebrate Recovery keeps handheld 2 in a different location because they do use it so often. So you will see handheld 1 with an orange label here. And to use this microphone, it's pretty simple. There are 2 buttons, a mute and select. If you simply just hold down this mute side of the button, the microphone will turn green, and the screen will then illuminate with the channel number and then how full the battery is. To mute the microphone from the handheld itself, you just tap the mute button, and this little signal light here turns orange. That means the microphone's muted. To turn it back on, you just hit the mute button once, and it goes green. To turn the microphone off, hold the mute button down for a couple seconds, and the microphone turns off. Secondly are the lapel microphones. We call them lapels, but really they're earset microphones. Inside each of these compartments you're going to find an envelope which shows you the number of microphone that's inside the case, and then the body pack transmitter for that microphone. I'm going to plug it into lapel 2, and forgive the camera. I'm holding it with one hand and plugging a mic in with another. This is the earset microphone. Be very careful with it, it's pretty fragile. And the other end of the cord is right here. There's a black dot right here on the end of the cord, and that black dot faces you as you plug in the connector to the camera, like so. Push it in until you hear a click, and that's that. The lapel microphone will power on right here on the top. You hold it down just like the handheld. It will turn on after a couple seconds. Similarly, you can mute this by tapping the top button, and it will mute, and that orange status light at the top will be orange. Turn it back on by tapping the top button once. To turn the microphone off, hold down the top button for 2 seconds, and the microphone will turn off. Pretty simple. On the handheld, the battery is in a little cup down here at the bottom, and you just simply unscrew it like this. And if you just untwist this bottom part of the microphone, it comes undone, and we have the batteries located there and there. And to open this battery compartment, you squeeze the sides and it flips open just like this. The 2 batteries will pop out, and you go to this far right cabinet here labeled batteries, open it up. You may have to do a bit of digging, but we always keep the AA batteries in this side of the compartment. Sorry, they're buried by 9 volts right now. They are under here, here, and here, and it's my job to keep this compartment stocked with the batteries that we need. Batteries for the lapel microphone are pretty simple. You just squeeze the sides of this bottom half of the transmitter, and it will flip open, revealing the 2 batteries right there. Now hopefully you've watched the basic training video on how to use the soundboard. If you have, great. If you haven't, I'd stop right here and watch it. At this point, I'm going to show you the interaction of the microphone with the soundboard. So if you're going to use handheld 1 for an event that we grab from the drawer, we'll turn the microphone on, and if everything is working well, we should see the microphone going to this fader. And if we don't see any level bouncing here, that's a problem. Check, 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 1, 2, 1, 2. So, real quickly, I'm going to show you how to troubleshoot this problem if we don't see handheld 1 going to the handheld 1 channel. What we're going to do is have the microphone be turned on. On the console, we're going to just tap any one of these round buttons here. It doesn't matter which one. I'm going to push it in. The screen will change. And I'm going to select the handheld 1 channel. It's a blue button at the very top. The screen then shows me all of the settings for handheld 1. I'm going to go up here to this IN4 where it says a input and then a number. I'm going to touch that gray box and a separate window pops up, and this shows me all of the jacks up front on the stage where this microphone could potentially be plugged into. With the microphone turned on, I'm going to say test a few times into the microphone and look for a green sound level that comes in next to any one of these inputs. Check this out. Check, 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 check. So hopefully you're seeing signal coming in on channel 31 down there. Nothing else on the stage is active except for this microphone here. That means I need to choose number 31 to be assigned to the handheld 1 fader. And the minute I do, the fader now has active level and I can see that it's working. Back to the screen, I can just go ahead and close that window and I'm all set to go. From there, I turn the channel on, bring the fader up, and then bring the red fader up and turn that on too. And before you know it, we've got sound.